Hello. Right here.
Oh,
I will not be distracted. By what?
yeah.
What are you gonna get distracted for? Oh. Speaking of, I need to turn off a hotkey inside of tits. Now that I think about it. One of my test ones is like on the number 3, and I kind of need that number.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. There we go.
There we go. That was a successful one, group. Good job, team.
Turn off the music. All right. Back out into the marsh.
Mm. All right. Oh boy. Survive tank. Survive. Uh-oh. Well, I'm dead.
You guys are having a time.
Yeah. It's a very volatile kind of grind.
I have to go stick
You
flags next to
either
bodies.
you either have like a group that completely nails it and you're cruising and you're making bank, or it's this.
Yeah. What? Well, you thought you could distract me, but I distracted you. You're distracting. You know what's really distracting? This fucking this top fans thing that's on you right now over on the YouTube side. What the fuck is that?
Hello, YouTube.
Yeah, this is Chair.
It's me, somebody who's not on YouTube.
No. And honestly, you know, probably for the best considering Twitch is being dumb about multi-streaming again. But I'm doing this for the VODs.
Are they? Didn't they
Yeah.
like say it was completely fine
Well, now they've changed their
like a
minds
month ago? Oh,
because they're them.
okay. Now we just invited the player to the group called Suggestive Name.
Oh, creative. Also, Raph says you owe Chair, you owe Raph garlic bread. Oh,
Of course, of course.
I don't know where my brain went. Don't look at me.
Come on over, you know where I live.
Yeah. You got garlic bread in the freezer, right? Ready to go? What?
There's a store, like, close by.
I need more bodies.
You need the bodies to hit the floor.
Oh no, they already hit the floor. I just need to find them.
Oh, did you see the latest game that got pushed for Archipelago?
No, I didn't. What got pushed?
Earthbound.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's gonna excite a lot of people.
Yeah. Question, of course, is will it make into a next version? We don't know yet. But it seems to be ready for it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Any other games that were announced alongside it, or is it just that one for right now?
That's the one that I saw today.
Okay,
Like the next update is still whatever
it was already
they
mentioned.
show us. Yeah,
Hey.
but we'll see.
I'm excited for Jack.
Oh yeah.
How's the current archipelago going, by the way?
Pretty good. I'm like roughly halfway with all of my games.
Good.
There's a good handful that are still early on in percentage. And there's a few people that are kinda mentally in a bad spot, so we're gonna have to wait for them to
Yeah.
feel better for that.
Not a surprising thing in this current state of the days. I hope they're okay.
Yeah.
Oh, am I supposed to be killing these portal guys? Yeah, I am.
Okay. Good job, team. That was a successful pull.
Woo!
Nobody died.
Tank's still alive. You're still alive.
Yep.
That's what we call a good day.
That's what we want to see. Nice. 2 good pulls in a row. Excellent.
Ah, God, I really wish that audio bug would just stop. Go all the way back over there. Here we go.
Oh boy, that's looking like a...
May as well turn these in while I'm on my way. Excuse me.
Okay, the rest of the group salvaged it.
Well met. Farewell. Have a good one. See you around. Farewell. Safe travels. Be careful.
Oh.
A really cool weapon there.
Safe travels. Farewell.
Ooh,
Have a good one.
that's a lot of experience.
Do I not have?
Yeah, damn it.
Blast them.
I love when a mob runs
go.
all the way after me and then it's like, oh yeah, I gave up on this one, and then turns around as soon as it gets to me.
Mm-hmm. Alright, team. Get in there and do thing.
Get in there and make sure I don't have to heal you too much. I can't play healer. I don't have the patience for it.
Well, it's very different in this game.
Oh yeah. I'm just talking in
Like,
general.
Uh-huh. Now, in this game, there's a common thing of, like, if you're a tank, you're also a DPS, just with lower numbers. If you're a healer, you're also a DPS, just with lower numbers.
Oh yeah. I watched the Joe Cat video. Don't worry. I may not play 14, but I'll watch his content.
Yeah? We love a Joe Cat in this household.
Oh yeah.
He's a good lad.
Can't wait for his next Wilds video.
Fuck it, I'm giving Joe Cat a shout out.
Do it. You won't, coward.
Already did.
You never accepted my
that, huh?
share chat. You coward.
Well, I'm in the thing, you just have to enable it.
Did I not enable it? Oh shit. Oh, you are. Yeah. Oops.
Coward.
I am a coward. It's me. I was the coward.
I was the coward all along.
I'm gonna shout out Joe Cat too because it didn't come on mine.
Yeah.
Did you use slash shout out or exclamation point?
I tend to do exclamation point because it does the Moobot and the Twitch thing. In case one of the two breaks.
Yeah. Pulls a clip on my side.
Anyway. Yeah, we need down.
I'm like 7 levels away from the ability to fly. Can't wait.
Talk to me. Glad I could help. Keep it real. Hurry back. Glad I could help. Keep it real.
Alright.
Going out to sea.
There we go. Blast.
Get him.
Blast him.
Blast him.
Started blasting. The special grind zone has like a funny little system that allows you to have like a secondary special job sort of thing,
Huh.
like a second class. And it's all based off of Final Fantasy V stuff, which is one of my favorites.
Nice. Any
And one of them is the Cannoneer, which is what people use for this grind.
any train suplexing?
No.
Ah. There's something inside the tiny boat that will get me on the big boat.
The train is a fight in this game, though. They brought it over. But alas, no suplex abilities.
Let me on. Why won't you let me on the boat? What the fuck? There we go. Jesus.
Hey, Cuckoo. Sure did.
How do I?
There's a funny thing that recently got commented on a video I was watching, and about Final Fantasy V specifically, and that is that Final Fantasy V fans don't typically rant about FF5 too much. They're not super vocal because they're too busy playing FF5.
Oh shit! We waited 100 years for the game to be mentioned. I assume that was what prompted that statement. I wasn't looking at chat.
Mm-hmm.
So there were turns out I was supposed to get into a cannon that was behind the place where I accepted the quest. This is what happens when you don't read quest text.
Mm-hmm. Final Fantasy 2 fans never talk about Final because they don't exist. Exactly, I was about to say.
Shit.
People don't like FF2.
I mean,
We all look at that game and go, it was interesting, I guess.
with the amount of entries that there are in the Final Fantasy franchise, you're bound to have a couple that are just like, we don't talk about it.
It's not so much we don't talk about it, more so, wow, they sure experimented.
Where is the cannon?
And the experimentation yielded results.
Some kind of results. Is that the cannon?
Guy speaks
There it is.
beaver. That's the best line in the game.
That's pretty good.
Oh, do I have a deal for you?
He does speak
Right
beaver.
back.
Bang!
Now, I find FF2 interesting because it did something weird with like your progression, because you're not leveling up. You're leveling up individual skills.
I love that what I just did got me the going down achievement for this character.
Nice.
So the going down achievement in WoW is essentially you need to fall from a certain amount of height, but not die.
Mm-hmm.
And I just
got that one way back when by finding a space that was exactly high enough and just walking off it.
I just got shot out of a cannon onto a boat, and it counted.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yesterday I made my first steps into Final Fantasy IX.
Oh, how you feeling?
Yeah. I've never played that one before.
Are you liking it?
So far it's pretty good. It's a little... I'm not quite sure where it's going yet.
Have you
But
met
it's interesting.
Have you met Squall yet? Or is that 8?
That's 8.
Damn it. I don't know anything about 9 then.
Yeah. I don't particularly care a lot about any of the characters in the game yet. I think that's where I'm at. Like the story so far, it's going places.
That's
The
good.
characters, I don't know yet. The main character is like, it's like they took Locke from FF6 and made him more arrogant,
Ah.
but in a playful, arrogant way. But still, it's
Okay.
like,
As long as it was in a fun way.
yeah. And then you have the dummy Dumbo Knight character who's comic relief pretty much.
Yeah.
And you got the girl who kind of carries the story. And then you get Tiny Black Mage with mysteries.
Little.
Yeah.
That's the one where Vivi was introduced, right?
That is Vivi. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so then I know a tiny bit about Nine.
And so Vivi to me is like the most interesting character because it seems there's just some background that we don't know anything about yet.
Mm-hmm. Wow, you guys respawn real fast.
There we go.
One thing I'm excited for in the WoW verse at the moment is that sometime later this year, Legion Remix is going to be coming out, and I'm excited to play it.
Legion was the last time I played and enjoyed WoW.
And yeah, I mean, I like Dragonflight, and when I was playing War Within, I had fun with it. I just kind of overdid it, and I had to take a massive break. The changes for RuneScape. Didn't they just have a expansion drop for
Did they?
RuneScape? I feel like there was something that just recently came out for it.
The only thing that interests me in RuneScape currently is maybe at some point I want to do one of those group Iron Man playthroughs.
Oh yeah.
Because that seems very interesting to be just completely reliant on your own little team of people.
I'm sorry. Did you just say that a modern game is getting rid of microtransactions? You know,
Damn.
maybe there are things worth living for.
RuneScape becoming the heroes of video games. Crazy.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
The saviors of the modern era. RuneScape.
Oi! The new CEO called they were a huge mistake and then wanted to bring RuneScape 3 closer to the old school RuneScape. Damn.
That does make sense because old school RuneScape is still way more popular.
Oh yeah, like classic RuneScape is like as much as the classic bros yell in WoW, I think retail is still like the more popular stuff.
Yeah.
Just by the general like player base. But when it came to RuneScape, yeah, no, classic was always the way that people wanted.
Time is money, friend. Glad I could help.
Well, that was an icon.
Hurry back. Glad I could help.
That goblin gave me pants.
Nice. There we go. Now we're doing some shit. The tank's finally getting a hang of the strat.
That's good. Are they new at it?
Well,
I'm not sure.
keep it real.
I think they were just kind of figuring out this specific strat and how to run around in this way.
Gotcha.
The strat is to kite like a whole big group of enemies that can like 3-shot even tanks. And then to kite them around in a circle
Yeah.
while the rest of the people blow them up.
Old school RuneScape requires a 70% player approval for any changes. That's insane.
I
Wow.
doubt many things will change, and
I was
think
about to
that's a
say,
good thing.
yeah, but also whenever like a good thing pops up, people still might vote against it just because ew,
Glad I could
change.
help. Pleasure doing business with ya. Hurry back.
Hello, sir. I have a lot of stuff in my inventory. Could you take it for me, please? Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need these anymore.
Mm.
Thank you, Bagon.
Keep it real.
My favorite add-on for WoW.
Hmm.
Just consolidates all the bags into one window. It's nice.
Oh, I hate that sort of feature.
Where it
There is
puts
a
it.
feature in Final Fantasy XIV as well to do that, to make all of your tabs into one giant window.
Well, I
Ugh.
mean, this is better than having to open up like 5 different tabs to find the thing that I'm looking for.
You see, I've got organized bags.
That
In
wasn't
my
a thing in
MMO.
Classic.
No. Like, I mean, you manually organize them. You
It
just
takes
point
too
at a
long.
place and go, this is where the spellcasting reagents go. I don't know.
But you have to put them there yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have the patience for that.
Alright.
Like in the modern one, they have it so you can set which bag contains what stuff, which is nice.
Yeah. Now, if I have everything in one spot, I can't find shit. I'll be glossing over every item 7 times.
At least we can agree the OGE FF14 doesn't need to return at all. From what I've
No,
heard, yeah.
absolutely not.
I've heard horror stories of how bad that one was.
The devs nuked it and rebuilt it. Like, that's saying something. They took it on the chin and said, alright, that's a lot of lost money, let's try again.
Alright, we fucked this one up.
And everybody said, yo, respect.
Which one is this? Oh, I guess. Okay. Weird that this is considered an area. And rebuild they did. Yep. They nuked it and made it a cannon nuking.
Yep. And then we got a Realm Reborn, which for the time was probably good.
Yeah.
When I started playing this game and I went through Realm Reborn, I went, wow, this is the most 5 out of 10 MMO I've ever played.
Oh, you're one of those players. Okay. That wasn't a comment at you. Some guy running around
Yeah.
picking up as many mobs as he can so nobody shares.
Yeah. Sharing an MMOs?
No, unheard of. Disgusting. Hey, get back here.
So I'm just gonna... Gonna share this in chat again.
Was it?
For people to spread around the word of the Stop Killing Games initiative.
Oh, yeah. I really wish that there was like a petition going on here in America too.
Yeah. But the thing is, like...
If it passes and things happen over there, it's going to happen to the entire industry.
Yeah, it's gonna have a trickle-down effect.
Yep.
Because an entire continent's worth of people having a change in law means that businesses are gonna have to adapt.
Yep. And apparently the EU, like, governance or whatever it is that they would be appealing to has made a response like, well, there's no law that they have to keep them active. Like, yeah, that's the point of the petition. So you make
Yep.
a law that does that.
Yep.
That's the whole point.
Yep.
So,
So, you know, people that are from Europe sign it. People
Yeah.
that are from the US spread the word.
and ignore Pirate Software, who apparently was causing a fucking problem with it. Didn't know
Yep.
that. Like-
He very much misrepresented a whole bunch of points that were made in there.
That, like, I mean, I knew that he was, like, for it, but I didn't know he was fucking up that bad. It was really sad, because I thought he was a good dude. He probably still is.
A lot of people did. Nah,
No?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, he comes across as a guy with a huge ego, and that just annoys me.
Yeah, that I can agree with.
Which, nothing against him in a personal manner, but in what I've seen from him, I'm like, nah.
There's supply.
Also, he's apparently working on that single-player video game with always online DRM, so hey, there's this bias.
Oh, well, yeah, fuck that then. And a single player game does not need to be constantly online to be playable.
Nope.
I need to kill 3 more Murlocs. There he is. I knew I would get a second friend. No, you. Back here. Oh, he's dead. Okay. That's fine. My issue with the petition fall is that the petition falls short in some places. I mean, it's a start. Like, that's just kind of how it is at this
Yeah,
point.
there's nothing definitive
Yeah.
in what they're trying to get. They're just trying to get the conversation started on a governmental level.
This is to get the attention of the politicians. That's what
Yeah.
the point of this is.
Yep.
I got a pearl. One of those rare finds inside of the clams.
Crazy.
But politicians may vote on it and see the issue is resolved. I mean, if they vote on it, they're going to have to pass some kind of law. And, like, anything at this
If they
point
vote
is a
on
good
it,
thing.
that means something's already happened,
Yeah.
which is more than we have now.
Yep. It's not perfect, and I don't think anybody is trying to say that it is. It's just a start. I think the thing about playing on a horde-dominated server at the moment means that me gathering stuff as an alliance player is way easier. Nobody's running around trying to mine everything.
Aha! Potential customer. Be careful out there.
Oh, that way.
Alright. Go. Yeah, blast.
You gotta get blasting.
Gotta blast him. Gotta get those millions of golden coins. More so, thousands, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yes, game, I know. Please stop playing the same thing over again. I understand. There's like an active bug with one of the warrior abilities. Like an audio bug where it just plays the thing of like, oh, it's active, like over and over again for some reason. And I don't know why. There's another player in here who was trying to go for a mining node that's like across a jump, and he was like, I can make it. And I watched him back up and try to run and jump it. Didn't even come close. I think he only made it like halfway. That's just likely to not talk to the gamers and instead just discuss the issue and passing off this petition to see the result of what needs.
So the thing is, with this petition, they have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, this is the most you can do as a citizen.
Mm-hmm.
And it already requires a whole bunch of effort to even get it discussed at all. And trying to get too much out of it in one go is very detrimental to get anything done. Because the more extreme your points are going to be, the less likely it is they're going to even think about looking at it.
Right.
You gotta start small, so to say.
Like the fact that anything might be made into a law at all means that there is wiggle room to do more in the future.
It's not even making it into law, just bringing it to attention of the people in charge of this shit.
Right. Because
if they understand that people are very upset about this, that means we've got something going.
Right.
And of course, more would always be great, and
Absolutely.
who knows, more might happen.
Right.
But you gotta have your expectations really fucking low.
You gotta put the stopper in the door first.
Yeah. And of course, the more you ask, the less likely it is that people are going to sign the petition, because opinions will also get bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is already apparently too much for some.
Yeah. What? Sign on a thing? No, I can't do that.
Well, spit it out.
Sign on a thing that gives us more rights? What?
It feels inconvenient that I have to do it.
Don't
Have
we
a
live
good
in a
one.
day and age where rights are getting taken away? Isn't that what we're doing? Anyway,
Yeah. Sorry. Just
yeah.
thinking about the most recent bill.
Yeah. It's on everybody's mind, even people who don't live there.
Oh, yeah. And if only I could be like the people who like the man and not have a heart. Too bad. Apparently, I care
Yep,
about people.
yeah. Caring about people, crazy.
Ugh.
It's everyone for themselves in this cruel and unforgiving world, right?
It seems so. Anyway, no more about that.
Yeah.
I'm picking up serpent hearts. How do you feel?
What is that?
They're the hearts of a serpent.
Oh, I see it. The way you said it, it sounded like it was like a skill or an item or something.
That would be an insane ability for a warrior. Is just called serpent heart.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Maybe
I don't know
maybe
what
the
it would do.
warriors finally decided to fight dirty in this expansion.
I mean, this is the Mist expansion that I'm working towards, so
Yeah,
a little bit, considering
Yeah.
everything that happens in Pandaria.
yeah.
You know, we only brought war to a whole new continent that had gotten rid of it a long time ago. It's fine. I'm sure nothing could go wrong, and no explosions of darkness will happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Coco, all of the MTG stuff I'm bringing is just the Final Fantasy Commander deck. That's all I got.
Is it?
I'll be there to be like, yay, play with Final Fantasy cards.
Yeah, look, I got a Final Fantasy character. They're on a card. Isn't that
I'm
cool?
playing this one down and then I'm dying on turn 3.
What do you mean I'm playing the game wrong? I don't know what I'm doing.
Mhm. I'm doing the things where I sit on the little seat, just kicking my legs back and forth, putting my cards down.
You just got a big old smile on your face and you're happy to be here.
Yeah. That's just me playing my Final Fantasy 6 cards. Like, oh, look, this is Gao. He is my son. Don't hurt him.
No, go.
Mm. Oh, Kuko, I'm happy if I have the time to
Got the best deals anywhere.
play
If you
multiple
ever need
rounds at
anything.
all. I tend to get busy during BSC.
Pleasure doing business with ya.
Oh, get busy, you say. Sorry.
Yeah,
I couldn't
doing
help it.
volunteer work.
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. It's like a D's nuts joke. You just gotta say it.
Mhm. Recently, I was in a voice chat with a bunch of people, and we were talking about how sometimes people feel compelled to do or say things. And then I just said the number 69 out loud, and you could just hear everybody trying to hold back.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah. Good time.
I remember.
Everybody just, don't say it, don't do it.
And then everybody said it.
Yeah.
You ended with a short
can't
round
not.
that took 2 hours? 2 hours? That's too long for a card game.
Man, that's like the average Uno game.
Alright, I'm going to the Temple of
It's
Akar.
so funny. Anytime I watch people play Uno, they're either like, yeah, we just played 3 rounds in half an hour, or they're like, this round lasted 3 hours.
It just won't stop. We thought we were almost done, and then they had to pull like 50 cards. Anywhere from 30 minutes to 3.5 hours. Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't think I've seen it last longer than 1 hour. So I've watched some people play some matches, and
Yeah.
tends to be over in like an hour.
In the case of one tournament, 11 hour, I would have given up. I
I
would
mean,
have just handed
I
the victory to
suppose
my opponent.
I suppose at that point you're talking about competitive commander, which is like it's weird that that's even a thing.
Didn't those cards just come out?
These cards, yes, but the commander format exists for quite a long time already.
What? What the? Huh?
It is known as the most like casual friendly mode because there's just so much RNG and variance in it.
Yeah. Also, I was about to
A
turn in.
100 unique cards.
I was about to turn in a quest, and the quest giver just disappeared. Like I legit, I ran up to him, went to click, and just poofed out of existence.
Nice.
What the fuck happened? Let me reload.
Now, the fact that competitive MTG Commander exists, to me, is another one of those cases of this just goes to show that gamers will turn anything into a competitive format if you let them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like to switch to just bring up Time Stranger for the billionth time. A lot of well, not a lot of people, but a loud group of people within the community are mad that Time Stranger is not going to have any multiplayer.
Hmm.
And I'm just sitting here like, hey, it's a fun single player game.
Mhm. God, it's like there's a very small, and I mean incredibly small community in Warframe that still plays PvP. But
Oh
they
yeah.
were loud.
Oh yeah. Did you
They were very loud back in the day. Nobody plays it anymore, apart from like a handful of people.
did you um did you hear about the recent okay, what the fuck? The recent thing that's coming to Xbox that's got PlayStation fanboys up in arms.
No.
Helldivers 2 is coming to Xbox,
Oh, okay.
and the PlayStation fanboys are getting very very pissy about it. Like, oh, why they don't deserve it? They don't buy games. When the whole reason it's going on to Xbox anyway is because people don't buy games on PlayStation either.
But the game is already on PC as
Oh,
well.
but they ignore that part.
Right.
How dare other people have access to the game? That's not how this
Yeah.
works.
Yeah. Speaking of games with with very small and loud groups of people,
Uh
there is still a very small but extremely loud group of people who keep asking for PvP and Monster Hunter.
huh. What? But the whole
Yeah.
point is that you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing is that the humans don't fight other humans unless they're poachers.
Uh-huh.
So are they trying to make it so you can become a poacher, so therefore you can have other players fight other
I
players?
don't know. They just want the ability to fight other players with their Monster Hunter loadouts.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Okay. What the hell's going on here? What's this quest called? The Dragon and the Temple. Okay. I need to check support and see if there's like a known issue about this one. Nope.
Last.
I guess not. Well, this is the first game in the series I didn't buy since MH3U is available. I would say pick it up. It's fun. It's got its problems.
Good.
What one doesn't?
Yeah. I would say, like, as of the last two title updates, there's finally some proper proper difficulty in the
Yeah.
game.
We got tempered stuff coming in the future.
Hello, you the Neko. don't know what that relates to anything we're talking about, but welcome.
Yeah, hi. Spiders with wings, I guess.
Mm-hmm. There's
Doing well,
already a
it's
lot
not-
of
it's my
spiders
least
who can do
favorite.
big jumps.
What? What? But Rise was so much fun. There were so
Yeah,
many
I can see
things
why
to
people
fight.
don't like it.
Oh, I mean, I do know there's a large portion of the fan base that didn't like Rise.
Hmm.
What do you mean invalid target? What the? Huh?
What world I'm in? I'm currently playing on Aether Fairy,
I am.
but I'm just doing
Ah!
a little bit of a Cold Crescent grind.
Unit
nothing
Echo, thank you for
super
the follow.
special.
I'm playing WoW. We're playing two totally different MMOs.
Yeah.
I'm leveling a character for Pandaria Classic. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh, I don't know. Something, probably.
There was words in there somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. As my stream title suggests today, it's a low energy stream. I'm not too invested in most things I'm saying.
I got no problem with that. I'm technically at work right now.
Excellent.
It's also
The only thing I've been invested in saying is to stop killing games initiative. Spread the word.
Spread the word.
It's a good.
If you're in the EU or the UK, sign the petition.
Alright, big coin.
Me? On a coin? You shouldn't have.
Maybe. Oh god, no way. That make. Hold on. Calling something big coin makes it sound like a Bitcoin, and you don't want that.
Just a little bit.
No.
It's telling that I have less playtime in Worlds and Rise combined when compared to 3U, which I have less time in than Gen U, and less time than you had in 4U. I mean, it just means that you like the classic playstyle better, which I can understand. It's
That's
not
fair.
for me, for sure, but
Mhm.
I know I can understand people enjoying it.
Yeah. I liked Generations Ultimate, but I wouldn't go further back. Because there's already some things about GU that really, like... It's good that the like the moment-to-moment gameplay is fun,
Yeah.
but the systems are way too convoluted.
Oh yeah.
It's a mess, and a whole bunch of things are just super unclear, and...
He's
the hunts themselves are fun.
and for a lot of people, that's all that matters.
Yep. And some people love the convoluted shit.
Oh yeah.
That's another thing.
I mean,
Some people love it when it's very complicated and weird and unintuitive.
oh yeah, and that's why there's specifically a server dedicated to just vanilla classic for WoW, because it's for those people
Yeah.
who just want to play the old game that was jank as fuck.
Yeah.
It's also why I have trade chat and all the other chats turned off on WoW.
Oh yeah, no. Fuck that.
Uh,
Any game where there's one big public chat channel, I'm like, nope.
yeah,
Opting out of that one.
I only just recently learned how to actually leave those chats, which I'm very thankful for.
Can I help you?
Though I do
Be
miss my
careful.
little image that I was using to block it.
See you around.
The only game where like one of those channels
Be
is
careful. Have a good one.
occasionally fun is Warframe, and that's just because people share random memes and shit around.
Yeah.
It gets annoying when people start shit talking random things, but it's not super common.
I don't know how beneficial it would be to go back to the older style. Like, I know that there are a good amount of people who like the older style of Monster Hunter, but I don't know if it would be enough to dedicate an entire
No.
game series to it.
The reason the games have been able to get so much bigger is because they adapted to what the market wants.
Right. And we're still able to like hold on to their identity. Like They didn't just turn into completely different games
Yeah.
by folding to the market, essentially.
I feel like if you want older Monster Hunter, you're gonna have to convince an indie studio to make something in that style.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully not turn it into a microtransaction mess like Dauntless.
Yep. Yep.
That was a mess.
I played Dauntless for like 3 or 4 weeks or something,
I gave it a
just
good
to see
shot.
what it was like.
Yeah. Like, I had
I
some
feel
fun with it, but
I
not
feel
too
like
much.
it becomes fun once you hit like endgame,
Yeah.
and anything before that is just like a slog.
Yeah.
Because everything I went through, I was like, I'm just not quite feeling it. I see that there's something there,
Mm-hmm.
but it's too far away for me to get invested.
And then it got picked up by a new company and got completely reset to the point where they lost their entire player base because they took all their stuff from them to make
Yeah.
a new game that is just completely pay to win now. It's just incredible.
Yep.
Up.
May the light embrace you. Dionys Akar.
Ew.
Finally have a good groove going with the team. It took like over an hour to get the flow, but we're here.
Yeah. There was a bot. I banned it. Shot
Yeah,
it in the
you or
face.
something? Because I'm not seeing it here.
I already banned it. It was in my chat.
Usually when they show up in
Good
your... Or is it
fortune.
one of those like a
Do not
potential
lose faith.
evade
Uh-huh.
banner?
Yep.
sorta? Yeah, okay. Yeah, then I wouldn't see it.
Other games in this, the style of image style, never. I mean, there have been a couple of attempts. Like Dauntless is
Yeah.
just
Be
one of
kind
the
to those
few.
less fortunate.
Hmm I will still hold on to that Wild Hearts was really, really fucking good, and it would have done great if they actually fixed the PC port.
Ooh. I don't think I ever got
Because that
around
game
to.
is very cool.
I don't think I ever got around to looking at Wild Hearts. Mostly because I never until like Wild's like beta test came out, I had never clicked with Monster Hunter's playstyle ever. And it was thanks to that beta actually getting me to enjoy playing it for once, because for one I didn't start with the charge blade, so therefore I, wasn't
That helps.
overcomplicating myself.
Uh-huh.
But it made me play all the way through Rise with a friend,
Mhm.
like the DLC included, and I had a good time. And now I'm like, okay, I understand why people like these games now.
Yeah.
And I even figured out the charge blade.
Yeah, I started playing with the World, and the reason I even picked it up is because before I played, all I ever heard of it, all I've ever seen of the game was very slow and clunky weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I was very much into Devil May Cry, which
Yeah.
is very much not that.
Is the entire opposite unless you're playing
Uh-huh.
with the dual blades.
Yeah.
Wah!
So the thing
Hey,
that
thanks
made
for
me
the resub,
play it
dude.
is when World was around.
Oh.
I saw a video in a trailer of somebody using dual blades, and I thought,
Yeah.
hey, this actually looks fun.
That looks fun. Also, King, congrats on beating your student loans, dude.
Hell yeah.
Now you're gonna get a bunch of extra money that you can throw at Legos. Because I know that's what you'll throw them at. Oh, the money is gonna be to car payments. But, okay, well, yeah. I may, possibly, tomorrow night, be helping King run through the Pandaren starting area so he can get a mount in Modern. And I say possibly because we don't know if he's going to be truly available yet or not.
Mhm.
He told you about it.
I remember really
Yeah,
enjoying
I
the
remember.
Pandaren starting area.
It's fun. It was fucking hilarious when the pre-patch dropped this week. Hold on, let me get you a picture. Yeah.
What did I just? What? Our copper raid?
Raid!
Oh my god. Ba-bam.
Blah-blah.
Follow copper. Copper good.
Yeah.
Just being around. You probably learn
That's
more
just
from the
good.
Rangers than you learn
Hold
from
on.
the
I'm gonna
actual
drop
druids.
you an image in the VC
Neat.
chat of what the
But
Pandaren starting area looked like
no.
on Tuesday. There. Go take a quick look at that if you got the time.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm standing in place to not spoil copper on video game anyway.
Don't spoil copper on Final Fantasy 14.
That's a lot of pandas.
It's so many. There were so many pandas on launch day for the free patch. It was hilarious.
That's so many pandas.
Everybody wanted to get a panda made because the whole opinion on Mists has fully turned around from back in the day because
Oh yeah.
yeah. So now everybody loves the Pandarans.
Mhm. So, when I played Mists of Pandaria, it was literally in the last month leading in up to
WAD,
yeah.
Warlords of Draenor.
And I actually had a good time in that month leading up to Warlords of Draenor,
Yeah.
and then Draenor happened, and I thought, wow, this sucks.
I am so morbidly curious on what they are going to do because now they can't stop at this point. Like their option to stop with re-releasing stuff for classic expansions was to stop at Wrath. The second they went past Wrath, there's no choice but to keep going. And I'm wondering what they're going to do with WAD. Like, are they going to try to finish the unreleased content to add that in? Or are they going to leave it as is? Because if they leave it as is, people are just going to wait for Legion Classic to come out, and that'll be it. And Shadowlands will eventually have to possibly come out too.
Ew.
Oh yeah. I mean, the other option is just to be like, okay, we've gotten up to this point. Now we're going to start back at vanilla, and you guys can build up again. Those are those are the two options that they essentially have for the classic franchise now. But we'll just have to see what happens. They did launch new vanilla servers. Like, they kept those, yeah. But those vanilla servers don't just go up to Wrath. They are purely vanilla. They also released the hardcore servers, which are fun. It's something I may do on a stream at some point. Oh, some are going to be progressed? Oh, okay. Well, didn't know about that part.
Like, another upgrade to Pant.
Pant upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
I had one of those.
We love Pant upgrade.
Yeah. We love Pant. You got some Hawaiian ice that's birthday cake flavored? So vanilla? With sprinkles?
I don't even... Anytime anybody mentions birthday cake flavor, I'm like, how is that a flavor?
Right, like, what's the profile? I don't understand.
Isn't the cake something else
Sugar
flavored
and water.
anyway?
I guess it's just sugary water.
Is it just sugar flavor?
The EverQuest way to do things is start a server of vanilla and add updates in a cycle. Yeah, but EverQuest didn't last as long as WoW has continued to last. Nikki!
Chicken wing flavored ice cream, Nikki, shut up. Don't say that to my face.
You know,
Don't say that to my face.
I would try it.
You have insulted me and my entire people.
What do you mean? You didn't come up with chicken wings.
No, that's not the point.
You didn't come
You've
up.
You've insulted us regardless.
Well, congratulations. That's the American way. especially
Yeah,
when
no,
it
you're
comes to
right.
food.
Mhm.
Nobody came up with ice cream. Where was ice cream invented?
Yes,
Actually,
I invented ice
it was
cream.
chair.
Me.
Oh God, I knew
Before I
I.
lived, there was no ice cream. You're welcome.
So Ben and Jerry have to like pay you every time somebody buys a pint, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's
God, if
so
only
worth
could
it.
you imagine?
Yeah. How's EverQuest not lasted as long as WoW? I'm talking about it like expansion wise. Unless EverQuest is kept going, I thought it was like essentially done doing stuff. Am I wrong? Were there more? Is older than WoW and it got on. So wait, EverQuest is still going? I thought it was dead. That's why I said it didn't last as long because I thought it was dead.
I know
Oh,
next to nothing of EverQuest. You are alone in this
I
journey.
I never truly played it, but G4 was a major thing when I was a kid, and they had that little MMO show where they had like people talking from different MMOs, and EverQuest was one of them. It outlived its sequel. Oh, okay. See, I thought EverQuest 2 was like the expansion. I didn't realize it was like that.
Blessings upon your family. Dionys Akar. Good health, long life. Do not lose faith. Remember the lessons of the past.
That's okay. I forgot why I went here in the first place and got immediately sidetracked with a different grind.
Yeah, no, EverQuest was like I don't know if it was like the second or the third, but it was definitely like one of the original MMOs.
Yep.
Pretty sure RuneScape is the original, but
I don't think so actually.
what was the first MMO?
Hold on.
Tell me, DuckDuckGo. What was the first MMO?
Meridian 59. That rings a bell.
That does not ring a bell whatsoever.
See, there was also Ultima Online
Yeah,
in '97.
I see that one. Yeah, Tibia in
Okay,
'97 as
Meridian
well.
59 is from 1995,
Damn.
1996.
Nexus, the Kingdom of Winds. Realm Online. What a
And
name.
there's a few things that are like questionable whether or not they count as MMOs.
Oh yeah, no, like I was completely wrong. Oh my god. Okay, so the first one ever was or at least on this list that I found was the island of Kesmai, made in 1985.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Okay. So yeah, no, like RuneScape isn't even on this list. Oh yeah, there it is. Text-based MMO. Jesus.
I'm gonna fight some big stone men. Yeah, like
Fight 'em?
regarding that game and similar games, there is like there is a debate on whether or not those count because those were called, I think, multi-user dungeons or MUDs for short,
Yeah.
and people are apparently still debating on whether or not those count as MMOs.
I mean, the key part of an MMO is the online portion. So I would have to assume that if it wasn't online, then it doesn't really count.
More so, like it's like if being online is the only thing that counts for making or for being an MMO, then playing
Well,
Diablo 2 is an MMO.
well, I said one of the major portions of it. The other is
Right.
the massive multiplayer RPG shit.
So, like a YouTuber streamer that I watch, Josh Triphase,
Mm-hmm.
he's like a big MMO dude, and then he even says like it's hard to actually pinpoint what makes something an MMO,
Yeah.
and eventually he's like, The only consistent thread between all of those games that call themselves MMOs is there's fishing. So I guess that's what makes an MMO.
Ah, man, there's a lot of single-player games that count as MMOs now.
Mm-hmm.
Fellcloth. I'm getting into that portion of the game.
There's fishing in Warframe? Yes, there is. And Warframe is considered an MMO.
Yeah. It's more of an action RPG, but still an MMO nonetheless.
It's not even RPG. It's more collect-a-thon loadout-based shooter
Action banjo game. Got it.
with a very epic and big story. There's actually a lot of story, which is another MMO common thing.
Warframe gives you vertigo. Yeah, me too. That's why I can't play it. It moves too fast for me.
Common problem.
Monkey ball. Monkey ball good.
Yeah, Monkey Ball indeed. Like that's a game I can play for a little bit, but not for prolonged session.
Yeah. Like I can watch somebody play it, but when I'm in control, that's when it gets rough.
Yeah, I feel that. Thought I was in a party and not yet. Callum, yeah, I've heard of Callum mostly through Josh.
Is Josh that guy that does like is this the worst MMO series, or is that something else?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have seen his stuff. Yeah, he's good. I need to check see if he ever played Digimon Masters, because that MMO sucks.
He has, and he indeed was not very positive about it.
It's so bad, and it's gotten way worse since he played it. Like I tried out of morbid curiosity and just the fact that I'm so Digimon starved at the moment until Time Stranger comes out.
Yeah.
I tried to jump back in, and I immediately bounced off of it.
Yep. Isn't that one of those games that got picked up by that really shady company that hosts a lot of small servers for MMOs that died?
Maybe?
There's like
I don't know if that's
two
one
or
of them.
three of those companies that buy up dead MMOs and host them on shitty servers and just milk it for all they're worth.
I'm not sure if that one's one of them, to be honest. But it might have been. It was originally like I think a Korean company that had it. Well, no, because they're still releasing consistent updates with new Digimon and stuff. So no, I think that the original company must still have hold of it. It just sucks.
There was one big popular game that like got picked up by that company because nobody was playing it anymore.
I don't know which one it was. It like for some reason Old Republic comes to mind, but I don't think that that's one.
No.
Either. I think EA still has that.
Yep.
You miss Rift? I never played Rift. I heard about it, but I never played it. Yeah, Old Republic just had a content update, if I'm not mistaken. I think it just had like a new expansion come out.
I don't remember friends talking about that game and telling me there's a big roleplay like group of people.
Oh
playing
yeah.
that, which I'm like, huh. Interesting.
The RP servers on fucking Old Republic were something.
Like crazy that's a game that people are big on RP for.
I mean, you get to literally play as like a Jedi or a Sith or a smuggler or
Yeah.
a soldier, so it's like because of the class structure, it kind of made it easier to do.
Mhm.
It had a really cool class system that lets you use souls, which are basically subclasses. Ah, okay. Stays alive because it works single player. Yeah, that's the other thing, is that it's actually got a surprisingly good single player experience if you just want to make each of the characters and follow their stories, because it was back when BioWare was good at what they did.
Yeah. I appreciate it when MMORPGs make like a good game first and an MMO second.
Mm-hmm.
The Legion's end draws near.
Like,
The
make
attack
sure that if
involves
people
less
who don't know anybody who pick up your game
Over
have a
the
good
road
time,
traveled by few.
and then all of the multiplayer shit, that's like the second thing you should do.
Do not lose faith.
We're putting this one down. Oh, wow. Prophet Velen, what are you doing here? So, like, Guild Wars 1. Apparently, Guild Wars 2 is very good.
Guild Wars 2 is... most of it's good. I really enjoyed it until, like, the second to last expansion, and I super bounced off.
Yeah. My roommate plays
'Cause
it a lot.
Yeah. Like, that expansion did not feel like a full expansion, and I did pay full expansion's worth for it.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard people say that the latest expansion is good again, but I'm not entirely convinced.
Yeah.
I'm kind of just hoping that the Guild Wars devs make Guild Wars 3 at some point.
Blessings upon
What would they do,
Because
though?
I feel like
blessings upon you.
Like, the thing is, with End of Dragons, as in 2 expansions ago, they closed off the entire story. It was completely rounded, it was done.
Yeah.
And then they kept going. And I'm like, maybe just don't. I say as I play a game that currently that.
Is, continuing to go.
But this game makes it work, whereas in Guild Wars, this case, I'm like, you're just plucking on strings that nobody's asking for.
I have heard from another player that a lot of people weren't too fond of the current expansion of 14 because you guys.
It's true, yeah.
Because you guys weren't the main character.
Which I personally love, because
Yeah. After you.
the player character being the focal point of a story is very difficult to do in a way where everybody likes it,
Yeah.
because they have to make it generic enough that everybody relates to the main character, because everybody is the main character in that
Right.
case, which means you can't give the main character a lot of personality.
And, like, also
'Cause as
there's.
soon as you give the player character a lot of personality, somebody will bounce off it.
Right. Also, there's just the fact that, like, you guys just came off of, like, a good couple expansion long story thread where you take down, like, a massive
yeah.
bad guy. What's so wrong with, like, a tiny adventure where you're not really the big important
Absolutely.
person?
That is exactly why this is one of my favorite parts of the game. I'm just vibing, I'm chilling, there's still a threat, we're still taking care of it. We're helping other characters in the game,
Yeah.
build out into their own person.
Sometimes it's just nice to not be the one who's gotta take care of the massive threat.
Great.
Like, as much as I bounce off a lot of, like, the classic people, the classic fanboys, I should call them, with their opinions on why retail sucks, I do understand, like, the liking of the fact that we're just adventurers in classic. We're not out there to save the world because we were told to. We're out there to save the world because we just happened to stumble into it. That way.
also this expansion, two of the major characters that follow you along within the journey are my favorite two characters.
Yeah.
So like I was just having a fantastic time seeing those characters all the time instead of occasionally.
Yeah.
And for those who were around when I played through the story, when the expansion just hit, the last zone that you go through actually made me cry on stream.
Oh,
Keep your feet on the ground.
that's good. That means it was good.
Oh yeah, no, like when there's like a character, like one of my favorite characters went through some stuff,
Yeah.
and when a character you're really attached to has like a positive conclusion to their story in that regard,
Yeah.
that hits me, man. It's like seeing your best friend go like resolve old trauma, and you're like, man,
You
this
need
is
something?
something.
This is
See you
huge.
around.
This
Good
is
day
what
to
I
you.
was hoping for.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm so gonna die in this fight. It's fine.
Best MMO was old school RuneScape. Didn't get into that game before it was rebooted. Yeah, I've seen old school RuneScape, and it's not for me. I would try
I
it as
like
like a bit.
certain things
Have
that
a
old
good
school RuneScape did. I'm not like entirely a fan of everything in there, but their whole skill system is fascinating. So well done.
Yeah. Oh, Quartermaster, what do you need me to kill? You got it.
Careful.
Also, the free part of old school is massive. Oh, you don't even need to have like an active RuneScape account in order to play old school.
Hmm.
Damn.
At least you don't have to pay for it to
Yeah.
do some of everything.
Oh, okay, so there is a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, can't be mad about it. I'm literally paying for a WoW subscription so I can play Classic. But at least I don't have to buy the expansion. %, for everyone, and the last 30% are paying members. Ah. Oh, it locks some skills in some areas. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But there's still enough to do that you don't really need to unless you want to.
The only time I ever played RuneScape was with a free account.
I think I've only ever watched people play RuneScape. I've never actually played it. No, I want the thorium. Give it to me. RuneScape 3 does the same. A lot of the is free for everyone, but had terrible microtransactions. Yeah, had to try to make
That's
money
just modern
somewhere. Mm-hmm.
Everything will eventually evolve into gacha.
No. I refuse.
It's the carcinization of gaming.
No! They will not crab into gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
No, I want that thing. Why is it in a weird place? Do I have to go up the mountain and come down to get it? I'm probably gonna have to. Yep. Excuse me while I Skyrim my way up this mountain. No! Why? Debs, why would you do this to me? Alright, fine.
Oh,
I
yeah,
won't get it.
We are like 2 weeks away from the big Warframe event of the year.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. That will show us kind of the direction we're gonna go in for the next year or so.
Ah, okay. It's your direct time, huh?
It's a whole convention they have around the game.
Yeah.
Like big panels and shit and cosplay contests and all that stuff.
Good God, the cosplay for Warframe must be insane.
It's crazy how good people are at making those suits. It's ridiculous. But I'm just very excited to see, like, what weird ass fucking thing will we see that makes us all go, huh?
What do you mean?
Because it's high time that we get into another reveal of theirs that just make us confused more than anything. They used to do that every other year to reveal, like, a new feature that has us all go, what the fuck is this even?
I mean, yeah, I've definitely seen Warhammer cosplays as well, but the thing about the difference between Warhammer cosplay and a Warframe cosplay is a Warframe cosplay is more feature-filled, I guess is a good way to put it. Warhammer is
I don't know.
bulky. Is
Oh, it's
like if you're gonna like do the girl like the girl Warframes or the female presenting Warframes, I guess is a better way to put it. You got to get the curves in there along with all the other crazy shit that's going on with the design. I don't know. That just I'm still impressed by Warframe. I mean Warhammer cosplay. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's bad or anything like that, but just
For
feels
sure.
like you got to put more effort into the Warframe ones.
I feel like there's just less, like, templates to build off of for Warframe.
Right. Yeah.
Warhammer's been around for ages. You
Yeah.
can probably look up guides to make your shit if you want anything.
Oh yeah.
And Warframe's gotten quite huge over the years, but I still feel like you're on your own for the most part.
Like mechanics and yeah, like but like Chair said, there's like got to be a lot of guides on how to pull that kind of stuff off. Because Warframe is a very recent thing in comparison.
In comparison, yeah. It's been out for 12 years, but
It's still not as old as
Warhammer has been around for much
Warhammer, yeah.
longer.
Yeah.
Have I done enough of these yet? Yes.
How are you?
I'll
See
get
ya
the
soon.
fuck out of this zone after the
Safe
next
travels.
fight then.
See ya soon. Keep your feet on the ground.
I came all the way back here. Hey, there's a bunch of my people that are drowning at the ships you told me to check out. Oh, wait. Okay, come here. Oh, you gotta go back and help them. What? Why didn't you just tell me to help them there?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Can't wait
can I do
for
for you?
seeing the Warframe
Alliance.
stuff and then telling people another
Go with honor.
something that just makes
Hey there.
no sense out of context, and even in context won't make a lot of sense.
As a Digimon fan, I fully understand.
The last time when a big reveal happened about something that was gonna hit the game was when I was telling people about the alien infestation boy band liches
Yeah.
in space
I
that originated from the year 1999.
Oh no. Is that based around the 1999 Warframe, or was that before that?
No, the liches, like, they originate from the 1999 part of the game.
Ah,
And then they travel through the void to your own time in space, and then you have to kill them there.
Jesus Christ.
You have to kill them by watching part of their show, and then shooting them, and then they have to watch another part of their show.
Need help?
And then the stage lights attack you.
I mean, sure, why not?
Uh-huh. I'm very curious to see what weird shit I'm gonna have to explain people next time.
Has the classic ogre egg sword lesbian pipeline? Yep. Digimon's great.
Yep.
I love the insanity of what it is, and I'm so fucking happy that Gundramon's gonna be in the new game.
I watched the first 2 seasons of the anime back then.
I mean, hey,
And that's all I know about Digimon. I've played like a few games, but I hardly remember them.
if you're ever curious, I think Cyber Sleuth is still going for $10 on Steam.
I currently don't have time to pick up more games.
What? It's only like a 40+ hour RPG. The lore of Earth Defense Force? No, I have not, but I do know it's crazy.
I just started Final Fantasy IX. I've got enough long RPG to play for now.
All right, I guess that's fair.
Yeah. And I've already been feeling the itch to replay other RPGs, and I'm like, why am I like this?
Why can't I just play one game first?
I somewhat recently played like the RPG Yakuza games.
Oh no.
And
Oh
they've
yeah, I think
just
I did
been-
watch that.
Yeah, they've just been stuck in my brain, dude. I've mentally become obsessed with those characters, and
Oh yeah.
good lord.
I understand. Don't you worry about that.
I'm already very curious about future installments of that game.
The recent Mishima game was like that style, right?
The Majima game
Majima, my
was more like action game.
Ah, okay.
Maybe I'll play that one as well at some point. I don't know yet.
Oh, I thought you had already.
No. I've only played the RPG
Oh.
ones.
Shortest way to describe a god guy tired of humans and press Control C, Control V on all other creatures. What? Oh, for Defense Force. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Earth Defense Force is just like, what if giant insects
I was trying to remember the
invaded
context. Excuse me. I need to eat a whole turkey or a quail. I guess this is what this is. And heal up. Also has an entire dragon population of Skyrim, but on a single map. Oh god.
There we go.
Or legally distinct Godzilla that you can punch as a giant robot. Nice. I think I was asked to play that at one point, but then I never did. No, it was the mecha game. Never mind, different one.
I definitely heard people talk about Earth Defense Force, and I was like, oh, cool, I'll put that on my Steam wish list. I'll probably play that soon, and then I forgot.
And then you never did.
Yep. Maybe one day. After I'm done playing point-set pile of JRPGs.
At everything else. I've got a monkey game to play in about 2 weeks' time.
Light bless you. What can I do for you?
Oh yeah,
See you later.
that is a game that's happening, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Greetings.
I'm excited. Not as excited as I am for Digimon, but I'm excited.
Alright, purchase Viper Relic Weapon. Ta-da!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now I need to clear out space.
Gotta organize that bag. Story is pretty light, to be honest. I don't think that story is a major concern for Earth Defense Force, if we're gonna be honest.
Not really. I don't think anybody looks at Earth Defense Force and goes, man, if only I can understand the story of this one.
That one's pretty much that's a
Ooh.
spectacle game, is what that is.
Time to dive into the deep lore.
Yeah.
I doubt that's on many people's mind. You know what? I'm gonna close up stream.
You gonna stop for the day?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks
I
for.
imagine you're gonna keep doing stuff.
Yeah, at least until it's time to eat.
Sure. Alright, I'll send people your way then. I might just hang out in VC. I'm not gonna go to bed just yet.
Hey. I'm fine with that.
I'm done with the game, and it's my usual closing time, so that's good enough.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll mute up for a bit and outro stream.
Alrighty. It's just you and me now, chat. Chair's muted. He can't hear us. Everybody say nice things about Chair while he can't hear us. He'll never expect it. He also has a cool command to sing? Huh? That one I don't understand.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Chair, you just got here and
What?
raid, and then you Chair
What?
raided at the same time.
Oh, what? That's
Where-
crazy.
How's everybody doing? How was your stream?
I don't know. How was my stream?
I don't know. Hey,
Chad, how was it?
I feel like you should tell us.
Yeah. Yeah, Chad. Tell us.
Hey, if you're not, you should go follow Killer Chair and make him get that VTuber model of
Yeah.
some kind. I believe it was a mimic you were thinking about.
Yep, mimic themed, like D&D style mimic themed
Yeah.
VTuber model. Maybe with a couple of different forms if I feel like it.
One's got to be a chair, like an actual chair.
Oh yeah. Like there's got to be a chest, a chair. I was thinking of a door. I don't know. Yeah. And then anytime I talk, the mouth opens. Like the door just. I don't know. Mostly ideas for now.
I was getting thrown off for I forgot that the clip player is working again.
Oh, sweet.
You're just mashing on the fucking soundboard, or somebody is.
I think that was Nikki.
That would do it. Mimics can be anything.
Yeah.
Yes, they can. You should fear the gazebo mimic. Those are the worst. He's having a nice day, and then all of a sudden it's over.
Or a whiteboard mimic.
Ah.
Yeah. What would be the stupidest mimic you could think of?
I don't know what. I don't know if this would count as the stupidest, but my brain was going towards a shoe mimic. You just put your feet in.
A shoe would actually be smart. It could hide like in a pile of your somebody's shoes, and then
put them
like,
on.
oh fuck, right?
And then all of a sudden your feet are in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
The worst mimic that hides a health potion. Not the bottle, but the liquid? Huh. I don't really know how the liquid part works. Can they take on a liquid form? I don't know enough about mimic lore.
I think they have to be at least mostly solid. Like the liquid would be their own saliva.
Yeah.
Or acidus innards.
Acidic.
Or how about a Rubik's Cube mimic? and it's like close to being solved to the point where anybody could do it, but not quite there, just to tempt people.
And if you do solve it, that's when it just bites your hand.
Yeah.
An umbrella mimic would suck.
Uh-huh. Or a broom.
Ah.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to think about that one.
Somebody just like wanders, or like you wander into like an abandoned house or something.
Mm-hmm.
Everything looks clear. And you're like, there's a weird broom in the corner and the place is dusty. I don't think anybody would care to pick up the broom to clean it up, but it would be funny.
I mean, maybe it's like left over from like a house you just bought.
Yeah.
And you're wondering if it was like left behind by the previous owners. So you pick it up and then it eats you. Somehow. Hi? What you doing down here? You were supposed to blow up with whatever arrow I just shot at you. It's a bad bird.
I think it's surprisingly few things on your hotbar.
Because I kind of only hit between 1 and 6.
Yeah.
I should honestly put this on my hotbar, but I'm being lazy. What are you doing? Why didn't you get hit? Did they just put a very tiny, like, mischance in, so I have to fight a couple of these? Oh yeah, for older anime fans, something that insane just happened recently is they're actually redubbing Detective Conan,
Huh.
and I'm so excited about it. Like they already got the first 2 episodes out. It's really good.
Is there a good reason to redub it?
I mean, for the people who enjoyed like the original like series that was released way back, you know, back during the time period where if you were releasing an English dub, you had to localize it to be America in quotation marks.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's nice to see that it's getting it because I've always wanted like a redub to happen. But I thought I was in a very small minority of that.
I've never watched it.
It's good. It's a fun little series.
Yeah. One of those that people talk about in passing, like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Hey, much like One Piece, it has 1,000+ episodes, but it's also more
Oh
of
God. I see.
it's also more of a slice of life anime, to be honest.
Mhm.
So it's a little easier to just decide you want to watch a couple episodes of and not worry about having to remember too much.
Mhm.
Actually planning a D&D fighter, then in reality is 3 mimics that are disguised as armor pretending to be
Oh God, another take on the 3 kobolds in a trench.
Have you seen the music video for 3 kobolds in a trench
Yeah.
coat? It's so good.
Yeah.
I was so glad that I just kind of stumbled across that. These really want to be heroes. I mean, hey! Do they have to contend with their want to consume human flesh? Or any flesh?
Mhm.
Yes, I know, it's active. Please stop. It's fun because I only use 3 fingers for my stuff, which means that I just stretch out to get to 6. I don't use my pinky at all, which I'm sure is just making anybody who plays MMOs mad.
Sorry, I was spacing out for a second. What was that?
I use when I'm doing my hotkeys, I only use 3 fingers. So for between all 6 of those buttons, I only use 3 fingers, which I'm sure pisses off somebody.
I don't know. Fuck them, I guess.
If I want to outstretch my fingers, I'm gonna do it. Now working with a DM to get the village that lives with mimics, and the mimics are everywhere, but they work with the people, so the mimics know that work gets paid, which allows you to buy meat. Yeah, that's an interesting concept. It is definitely something that we need to be worked out because you're turning an entire like enemy race into non-enemies. I don't know, we'll ask when the criminals suddenly disappear. What if they only got picked up for littering? Ah, fuck! Thank you for the fruit, King. Ow. Okay. Yeah. Diff. Was I taking the long route the entire time? Is that what you're telling me? I was taking the long route the entire time. It could have come up the back way. Damn it, there's even an exit here. Look, I may be stupid, alright?
At first you had my curiosity, but now you have my erection.
What are you looking at, King? Where are you looking at?
Safe travels.
Ooh. Damn. Since D&D party, because somebody was littering, there is a bigger problem than 3 mimics as a fighter. Yeah, but I'm just talking about what if the person who disappeared as oh, wrong place. Oh no, right place. As a criminal was just a litter bug. I would start to question stuff.
Greetings. For the Alliance.
Shadowthorn
Light bless
Bill
you.
Foci. Oh, I got a lot of thorium. I should use it. Alright, Chad, everybody get ready to take a small break while I smelt a bunch of stuff. Get up, get
Yeah.
snacks, go to the bathroom.
Crafting spree.
Boy. I also got to keep an eye on the time. Sent you a DM. Oh, sorry. Hold on. What's this? Bionicles. the goofy combined bionicles. God, I forgot that was a thing that you could do. Buy magic cards. No, that's King's thing, not my thing. There's 2 combiner builds from the back of the booklets. Yeah, I forgot that was a thing. Oh yeah, as when you were a baby, the combining a bunch of Bionicle sets together was like the coolest fucking thing you could do. Make some stones. Oh yeah, I need a blue sapphire. I ain't got one of those, but I can make belts. I might need to make a quick run to Stormwind to see if there's any new crafting things I can learn. I'm an adult, I have money, and suddenly you own the 8 original Toa. Jesus Christ. How much did they cost? How much? Are these better? They're not. But they do give me critical strike. Nah. Hmm. 130, Jesus. Yeah, it isn't too bad. Where's the bird? I need to
You got a bird up?
Got a bird up. I got a bird up back to Stormwind. Alright, it's turning into a legitimate question. Where is the flight path? Oh, there it is. Ah, yes, I have to climb a tower to get to the flight path. Son of a bitch. Fell off.
Oh, that's what you were looking for.
Yeah. Make sure I don't accidentally run off.
Well met.
Need to go back to Stormwind.
Farewell.
Shoreline. Oh, yeah. It's a nice mount.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Because I gotta go back to Stormwind. Don't yell at me. I need to get my blacksmithing up so I can make stuff. Ah! I'm being assaulted. I need to make a new redeem. The pipe is tiny, but I need to make a new redeem where it drops multiple pipes on my head. For a larger cost, of course, because my eardrums are going to rupture every time it gets used.
Yeah, I've also been thinking about shuffling some channel point redeems around. Maybe get rid of some things that don't get used anymore as well, you know?
Yeah. There's a bunch of brain. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Sound redeems that I need to get rid of. That's what I was trying to say. Because like a lot of them don't really get touched.
Yeah, that's why I consolidated them all into two different clusters of random ones. The individual ones got out of hand pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. Like I know I got to keep the Team 4-star ones because those ones get used the most. And I don't blame anybody for it because they're good quotes. And maybe the Kuma laser, but outside of that, I don't think anybody uses any other sound redeems. I have to see if Blurp has a way of doing that, of just playing a random sound, because that's who I go through is Blurp.
Also, I booted up Warframe to do a little bit of grinding here. From the one MMO to the other.
Yeah!
Never ends.
It never ends.
It's so good though, because like in the last year of Warframe, the most commonly uttered frames by creators is the game's currently in the best state it's ever been.
That's good.
Yeah. We're all very happy with how things are going here.
And I hope it continues, and they don't hire somebody who will probably ruin it. Who knows?
I'm more so happy that the community is like content.
Yeah, that's pretty
Like,
rare
sure, there's
these days.
still complaints about a couple of things, But we know the devs are also aware of the things that are get complaints. So like,
Yeah.
it's got to get addressed. And it's a heck of a lot more positive than some other communities.
Yeah. I think after I do what I'm about to do, and then head back to. I think I'm in the Badlands? No.
Blasted lands, right?
Blasted Lands. Yeah, that's what it was. I'm gonna go take a pee.
I know my classic WoW zones.
I kinda do, but not as well as I should.
What can I do for you?
Look at all these things!
Be good.
I used to be one of those players that made like a new character every other week.
What's on your
Like, oh, cool, now I want to make a warlock. Oh, there's another group of friends playing on a different server. I guess I'll make it there.
Off with you.
Oh shit, now my main server doesn't have a warlock. Guess I'll make another warlock.
What's fun is I do have a priest that I just started leveling on this same server, but it's not going to be a healing priest, which I'm sure will annoy some people. But I can't.
Yeah,
I just want
Shadow
to be.
Priest is fun.
I want to be Shadow Priest. I want to melt people.
Yeah. God, there was I don't remember when exactly, but there was a time in WoW where Shadow Priest in PvP was fucking diabolical.
Oh yeah.
So good.
So I can make the bracers. They won't benefit me, but I can still make. Oh, I got a set that I'm gonna start being able to make soon. That's nice. Or can I already start making it? I wish I could make a new weapon. I want to do that. Alright. Well, then I will hold off until I can start building up the set. Jump on a griffin back to the blasted lands, and then I'm gonna go take a piss.
Go piss, girl.
I gotta pee. For a moment, I was trying to remember if I ate today at all, and then I remembered, oh yeah, I did go to McDonald's this morning. So yes, I have.
Mm. I mean, eating, maybe. Food, questionable.
I mean, their food is a lot better than it used to be, that's for damn sure.
Light be with you.
Like, they're starting to use beef tallow when they're making stuff again. Like, when they're, like, making fries again, they're actually using real beef for their burgers. So...
Crazy.
It's amazing what happens when people are like, hey, make real food.
Uh-huh.
Alright, I'll be right back. Let me get you guys some pissing music while I'm in the bathroom.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good chat from you enjoying the time of the piss. You will staying hydrated so that you once upon sometime in the future may also do this.
I am back from taking a piss.
Hope you had a good time.
I did. Damn, I timed it well. Didn't think I would be here before I got back to the Placid Lands. To be completely honest. Alright, I am going out and down. Gotcha. Oh, fuck. I'll be right back.
Big, you there? I see you doing stuff on the stream, but can't hear you. I don't know if people on stream can, or if you can hear me.
Need help? Be careful. For the Alliance. Be careful.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, two of my agents call. I am the lead of a team.
I see.
And today, while still practically dead, I wasn't surprised by the fact that I did eventually get somebody contacting me. Anything exciting happened while I was gone?
Not really.
Is this supposed to be underground? Oh, I have to reuse the teleporter. Okay. My bad. Why are they so condensed together? Who did this mob placement? I just want to talk.
I am rebuilding a very ancient Warframe weapon, one from the olden days.
Huh.
That's really bad.
But it looks so cool.
Now I'm rebuilding it because in modern times they gave it a special power-up mode.
Oh!
Mm-hmm. So it used to suck, even when it was new, it was not good.
But now it does.
And then like, I don't know, a year ago or something, they gave it this super mode, and it's like, well, back on the menu.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. I'm working my way towards making every single weapon in the game and boosting them all as much as I can.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's not tedious in any kind of way, shape, or form.
No, but you know, it keeps me playing the game.
That's true.
I enjoy just playing the game. If you've played a game like this as long as I have, eventually you're gonna have to come up with shit to do.
Yeah. And that's kind of the case for most MMOs, at least until new stuff comes out.
Still one more. There's an event going on for the next 10 days still. So.
Nice.
Big shiny loot with big shiny new content.
Oh, yeah. Hey, damn audio bug. Oh yeah, in modern WoW, they apparently introduced like a one-button rotation function for like a.
Oh, I've heard.
Yeah, and it's even outdoing some of the better players.
Of course, of course. Not at all surprised.
Like I've looked at it and like, no, I like pushing buttons.
Yeah. I think they I think what I've heard of it, the idea is that it would help with accessibility.
Yeah, and that's essentially what it is. And I have no problem with it, but you know, there's always the gatekeepers and the
Yeah,
no, this game.
my whole thing with that is always like, if it's better than playing and pressing all the buttons, eventually people are gonna resort to
Oh yeah,
pressing none of the buttons anymore.
It'll become the meta.
As the saying goes, if given the chance, gamers will optimize the fun out of the game.
Yep. And no better example of that is back when the original release of Classic WoW. What with the if you're not world buffed for raid night, you're out of the guild bullshit.
Uh-huh.
Nothing like turning your game that you had fun with into a job.
Or even what I've seen happen very frequently way back in the early days of WoW, you of course had all of the like racial bonuses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen guilds only accept people when they played a gnome mage, for instance.
Yep.
Because they needed more gnome mages, because that's the better mage.
It's
and of
dumb.
course, Molten Core being like, oh, you need frost damage, because back then, elemental damage mattered.
Mm-hmm. And also just Molten Core was a fucking nightmare.
Yep. Yeah, you would have to set aside your whole fucking day for that shit.
Mm-hmm. Like, didn't they make it in like a month or something like that, or less?
I have no idea.
I think I remember hearing that it was just made very quickly.
Oh yeah. I remember something like that. Definitely shows.
Yeah.
Did you play for that time when they brought back original Molten Core in Modern WoW?
No, I didn't.
Because naturally, it doesn't play the same way in Modern WoW.
Yeah, of course. If it did,
But it
that'd
still
be very
took
weird.
quite a bit longer than you would expect.
There weren't many like specific mechanics. It's just everything hit really hard.
Yep. And it was pretty common to just lose players, like they would just die to random shit. I don't think because I played at least one of those runs because I was curious to see. I don't think we even finished it because people just kept dying.
Yeah. Let's see if I can avoid the pig. Oh, well, that'll do. Hey. The fuck was that I just picked up? Oh, I didn't realize I picked up a quest item.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm standing right next to the guy who wants it.
Remember when MMOs did that? You could just find a thing on an enemy and it's like, oh shit, a quest? What?
I mean, to be fair, even Modern WoW still does that. It's just not as...
Nah, everybody just... You just get it now.
Yeah, it doesn't just create like a super big, long quest anymore.
I wish we still had MMOs where shit like that could surprise you.
Yeah. I honestly have no real problems with the modern game. I'm happy
Fair
with
enough.
what it is. But I do understand why a lot of people aren't happy about it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. I mean, I play FF14 and people complain about that game all the time, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
happy with what I'm playing.
Yeah, like it's just the problem of it is that it's a game for a large base, and you're not going to be able to make everyone happy. That's just something that people need to understand is that you can't expect everything to be catered specifically to you, and if you do that, you're never going to enjoy anything. So just calm down.
Yep.
Find what joy you can in the games that you're playing, and
if you don't like it, move on to another game.
Right.
There's so many games.
There's too many games.
There's so many.
There's too many games.
If you're stuck hating on the game you're currently playing, like please. There's so many other things you could be doing.
Take a breath. Just think for a second. Move on
Go
to something
outside.
else.
Touch grass.
Maybe hug a tree. You know, it'll be nice.
Talk to your mom, talk to your dad.
Unless you have a bad rapport with them, then, you know, talk to your late aunts or uncles or whatever. Whoever you're most comfortable with.
Or just a friend.
Or a friend.
Maybe a dog.
Go get a dog.
Get a dog. Go walk a dog.
Oh, just go get a pup.
All I'm saying is you could do more than just
be angry,
be negative about shit all the time.
Right. Like it has to be tiring to be just angry all the time.
I mean, I wouldn't say I was like that because I've always been pretty chill about stuff.
Yeah.
But I've definitely had moments where I just got very annoyed with things and just got stuck in that.
Yeah. And there's definitely times where I've had that too, but as I've gotten older, I've learned to just be like, I don't need to waste my time continuously being angry.
Yeah.
Like the fucking Velma series that came out a while back.
Oh god.
I'm just like, I sat here like just looking at this thing and watching how many people were getting pissed off at the show, and I'm sitting here thinking like, why are you watching it then? Why are you giving it the time of day to make you angry? Just move on.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
I mean, the funniest thing is that you know of course there were like the racist people regarding that show, right?
Oh yeah.
But like there was no reason to hate that show because of that, even if you are a racist, because like the show was just bad.
There were so many other things to hate about the show.
Like
it was just bad. It completely
nobody
destroyed...
liked it, even
like
even the people those people thought would enjoy it, even those people hated it.
Yeah, because it fucked with everything else. It's just like you can't. I don't even think that the creator even liked Scooby-Doo and just wanted to fuck it up. I think that was just like something about it or something. Know. Yeah, I don't know. I tried to avoid the drama of it as much as I could.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know it sucked, and that's all.
Yep. I know that it ruined the characters and made everybody into like the worst stereotypical version of themselves.
Yep. Not even of themselves. Just other characters outright.
So I never touched it.
Also, it was a Scooby-Doo show without Scooby-Doo, which like...
Oh wait, Scooby wasn't even in there whatsoever?
No.
Oh! No. Oh, okay.
No, it was about Velma. That's it.
Well, you could still have the dog. If you're gonna go the angle that you did, just make it so the dog doesn't talk and use that as the continued joke against fucking...
Well, I don't know.
What's his face? Shaggy.
They basically took Scooby-Doo, stripped it of all of the things that made Scooby-Doo what it is, and then said, this is the new thing.
This is the thing. Enjoy it. And nobody did.
And we're going to be extremely self-referential all of the time, because that's a thing nobody does nowadays.
Yeah, no. It's not everywhere. Oh, begin the blood ritual. Okay. I wish to blood ritual. Stand back and make it messy? Okay, hold on. There we go. That was it? That was the entire ritual? You waved your hands around in a fire circle, dude, and you're done? Were these boots better for walking? All they're doing is increasing my hit and lowering everything else. No, I'll stay this. This is why I like Bagon. Watch this shit. Sorted. Love it.
I do like auto sort features.
It's so nice.
Mm.
Which I can't say is nice about the modern game, because that's just a thing now. Like, you can both consolidate it all into one thing if you want to. You don't have to. But there is also an auto sort.
Auto sort in Stardew, my beloved.
Wait, what? The first amulet's
Stardew
where?
Valley?
Oh, sorry, no, I was confused about something else. Himself is dead, but he's locked up in the annual and the trove inside this very cave. God damn it. I should read the quest text, but I don't, because I just don't do that. I just hit the button.
WoW players don't read quest text.
I hit the button and I
In
go.
general.
Yeah.
The last time I read WoW quest text when I played was in vanilla. Because you had to, because there were no other options in finding where
you never know where you were going, yeah.
Mm.
Which is so funny, because that's one of the major things a lot of the classic bros complain about, and then they would still download Questy to have to tell them where to go.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, come on. If you're going to be a hypocrite about it, at least be more quiet about it. Damn it, they woke up. Fuck.
Currently playing as one of my favorite warframes, and I'm theory crafting again about throwing a different build out on it.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
So...
What other nonsense could I pull?
How deep in the cave is it? I mean, it's close to the entrance. Gotcha. Oh, recommend using the teleporter. Okay, fine. I'll use the teleporter again. Fully read.
Around an hour.
Ah.
I know, I'm funny as hell.
No, I didn't start crying. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
There's the amulet. Found it.
I mean, I can literally say that sometimes people pay money to hear me make jokes.
That's true. You got your improv shows.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fuck off. No. No. Leave me alone. I never did anything to you. I think the funniest thing in WoW will continue to be the fact that ghosts can be beaten up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, isn't that in general kind of like a fantasy RPG staple?
Yeah. But to be fair, in like things like D&D, don't you need like a specific kind of like attack to hit ghosts?
Depends on which ghosts you're talking about.
Yeah.
Recently with one of my parties, we beat up a Banshee. Like, the weapons, the physical weapons were not quite as effective, but we could hit it.
Yeah. It's like you need enchanted weapons to do more damage or something like that.
Like, you need something magical, essentially, to make it effective.
hear noise. Ah! You never asked to take amulet? Oh, I didn't need to ask. You're dead. Do I look like a priest to you? Do I look like I can talk to the undead? No. Fuck off.
Oh boy, oh boy. Okay.
Fuck, there we go.
Caught right in the middle of getting staggered.
Ah, yes. The fun. So, I just need to, like, to ask this because, of course, I've tried 14 and I bounced off of it way back. What is the equivalent to, like, Fury Warrior in 14? Because it's not Warrior, because Warrior is a tank in 14. I know that much.
You want, like, DPS in your face.
Yeah.
Slash weapons.
Mm-hmm.
The most recent expansion introduced Viper, which is like a swift, dual-handed sword fighter.
My only problem with that is the fact that in order to get those classes, you need to play up to the thing to do it.
Yep.
Can't just be the class. Why are these constantly in places I can't get to? Blizzard, we need to talk. Can I just talk for just a moment about your material placement? Just a little bit. Fine.
Let's see, there's also Samurai. If you want one sword and big slashy, big damage.
Yeah. Like that one I knew about, but I wouldn't compare it to the Fury Warrior aspect. Where it's always swinging all the time.
Yeah, that's very much Viper.
It's nice that there's a somewhat equivalent. It's almost 7 o'clock, which means it's almost time for lunch. What do you want, hyena? Ow!
Hyena, more like bite. God, I remember way back in Vanilla / Burning Crusade.
Yeah.
Anytime you would wander around anywhere, hyenas would just aggro you from across the fucking globe.
Oh, yeah.
Those things have an aggro range that is just ridiculous.
This is too far. Oh, thank you. I thought he was going to be like, no, do my quest first. But I was like, hey, you have the amulet. Can I have it? He was like, here you go. What a nice little Murloc. I'm still going to help you, bud. Don't worry. I need the experience. What the fuck was... The hell is that? There was some weird wailing, and I don't know what the fuck it was. Ghost Murloc! Ah. Okay. That wasn't a sound I was ready for. Oh. Chances. Beat up all the Naga. Got it.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them. They used to be night elves, like 10,000 years ago, but they fucked up the world. I know the lore.
Yeah. I used to care about WoW lore.
It's still interesting. Even like some of the newer stuff that they're adding in these days is good and fascinating.
Yeah, I do think it's good that they're doing actual new shit.
And we're finally taking care of, like, or at least finding out the whole situation about the giant sword in Azeroth that we just ignored for like 5 years. Also, the player housing is coming next expansion.
I've heard.
Yeah. And they're
finally doing the thing they promised in Vanilla WoW.
Yeah, but I mean, the reason it wasn't ever done was because they couldn't figure out how to make it work.
Yep. I mean, they couldn't figure out how to make it work in Vanilla WoW.
Yeah.
And after that, they just didn't bother.
Nope. But now they are, and they're going to make sure that it's affordable for people who want it. Meaning they're not going to do the same system that 14 does, which is auction that shit off.
Well, that's the thing that people are talking about now again, to see if they can ask the devs to change something there.
Yeah.
But knowing what people have told me about the spaghetti code of the game, it's gonna take
Yeah.
Don't get your hopes up, is all I'm saying.
It's just going to be a situation where either they can or they can't.
They probably can't, and they probably will hear about it for many years.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so that's the reason why it's constantly doing that noise. Just sometimes whatever triggers to let me do fucking wild strikes 3 times in a row, sometimes just re-triggers back up to 3 multiple times. And that's why it's constantly making that noise. Oh, man. God, I hope that gets fixed when actual Pandaria drops on the 21st. That bloodbath move is fun. How come we can't do it? I want to watch my character wildly swing around the weapon in a way that doesn't look natural.
Alright, I'm gonna head off.
Okay, thanks for continuing to hang out.
Yeah, have a good.
You too. Sleep well.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. I miss King. I miss Cherry. I miss people. I'm gonna switch over to the barracks. Can't believe he's dead. I know. Cherry, you miss Cherry. What are you gonna do? I've got probably another 30-ish minutes in me, and then I'm gonna be calling it. upbeat, but whatever. Yeah, I'll probably wrap up after I finish up this quest. We'll find somebody else to raid. Fucking noise. Yeah, I knew there'd be more stuff to do over here. Alright. That was a good amount of little leveling. Oh, well, I'm almost 56, so I'm almost 4 more levels away from 60, which then I can fly. But yeah, thank you for everybody who hung out. Let's find somebody else to raid. Who's doing stuff? Space is live. Dan's doing stuff. Sure. I probably won't get noticed. They won't even notice I came in, but I'm just gonna raid into Shenpai. Because why not? She's still doing her Scuffleton stuff. Let's go! But yeah, thank you very much for everybody who came to hang out today. I will be back maybe tomorrow with some more WoW. We'll do in the Pandaran starting area with King. And if not that, then something else. Either way, bye! Bye, Bad Watchers.